Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. I'm a reseller on lots of different platforms. And today I'm a little bit proud of myself. I have a what sold video for the first week of April. Today is only the 8th, and I'm going to go over what sold for me on my Poshmark, Kidizen, and Mercari platforms for the 1st through the 7th. So that's crazy. It's like a record time for me to actually get one of these videos out. I didn't put out any what sold videos for March because I feel like I blinked and March was just gone. But March was actually a pretty great sales month over here. I exceeded my personal goal. And if you have been following along my channel before, I'm going to get into these real quick. Also, I apologize for the lighting. I decided not to set up any lights today because I'll be screen sharing for most of this. And you guys, let's be honest, you don't care how beautifully lit my face is. Many of you probably just listen while you're working. So our palette that we just did the other day, we are making daily sales from that. There is one particular item that we had multiples of that we're going to pay for the entire palette just by selling those. So that's exciting. And then we finally listed everything from our Amazon return box from Restock. And that stuff is selling like hotcakes. I'm shocked, to be honest with you. So we are going to end up making a lot of profit on that. So I will do a recap video on that one as well. So if you haven't checked out Restock, go back and find that video. And I do have a link that will save you a lot of money on your first order over there. So I was shocked. Really, I didn't think that that one was going to turn a lot of profit, but alas, it is. So let's jump in. Hope you guys are having a good April. You're on a Chrome. All right, we're going to start on Poshmark, and you'll notice I have a couple low sales. You know, we're all still kind of struggling on Poshmark, right? Like my sales are coming in daily, but not, sometimes I got to send out a lot of offers to get them. So this was a good sale. This is a Appaman, great brand. I picked this up at the ThredUp outlet, so the online outlet where I averaged my cost of goods. So $5.01. It sold for $18. This Disney Parks princess sweatshirt jacket was a personal item, so I had nothing into it. Sold for $11. This little Old Navy black polka dot romper, it was new with the tags. I typically wouldn't list something like this. It was only a size 12 to 18 months, but I thought it was really cute, and it came in one of my bulk.com orders. And so I kind of wanted to list everything that I could from that box just to see what my total profits ended up being. So I had $1.12 into this, and it sold for $9. So not huge money, but I still made $3.21, right? So can't even get a gallon of gas for that these days. All right, this was my oldest listing I had in my closet. I picked this up so long ago for $1.49 from Goodwill, but I love it. It's Disney Parks, Disney Baby, Disney something. Disney Baby from the Disney store. I just thought it was precious. It's hard to tell the picture. It's Bambi with a tulle overlay. I'm so happy this finally sold because I got a message from the buyer saying that this was a little girl was going to wear this to an upcoming, her granddaughter was going to wear it to her wedding. So super, super cute. So it sold for $10 for a little tiny outfit. I'll take it. This was a great bundle sale. She bundled this Magnetic Me dress, this little girl's dress, Women Wander leather T-strap, tiny infant sandals, and this Minnie Mouse purse. So the dress and the shoes came from Once Upon a Child. I personally sourced those. So I had, let's see, I averaged my cost of goods for the shoes that day. So I had $9.80 into the two pieces. This purse was a free to me item from a friend here on YouTube to sell. I was maybe going to keep it, but my kids have too much. We did a box swap. That was super fun. So $9.80 into the bundle, and it sold for $55. So kids stuff sells, guys. And I made $44. This Michael Kors, I did not know. I'm not a jewelry model. I have tiny wrists. But anyway, this is a Michael Kors leather belt bracelet. And this came in a ThredUp fun box. I finally got around to listing some fun box items. So I averaged my cost of goods in those boxes to $3.34. And it sold actually very quickly for $18. These Caverly blush tan booties, I was really glad to see these sell. They were new, but they had all this creasing on it. And from stock photos, it looked like they came that way. I can't be 100% sure, but pretty sure they did. But it is from a ThredUp shoebox I got like early last year, long time ago. So $5.33 into them, but I knew the right buyer would come along and they sold for $50. These little kids' Keen sandals actually came out of my daughter's closet and they sold for $27, a little kid's size 11. So little, and you know, women's shoes sell for this cost. So if you know your brands, there is definitely money to be had in all categories for sure. This Matilda Jane dress I picked up at Once Upon a Child for $5.52. It sold for $27 very quickly. These little Clark's boots, I did have an average cost of goods of $4.99 from a local Goodwill. They sold for $16. Clark's is a great brand. These definitely showed some wear, but they were nice leather little chukka boots. This Capezio Dance leotard, I actually picked this up from swap.com for my own daughter. So I paid $7.44 for it, and it ended up, it didn't fit her right, and it like, I don't know, it didn't work out for us. But I was able to sell it for $12, and it still left me a profit of $1.61. So gotta love it. I wasn't able, you know, Swap is not, you guys know what swap.com is. It's like ThredUp, so I couldn't exactly return it. So definitely happy with that. This MAVE striped polo wasn't a big money sale, but I picked this up at Clothes Mentor, and that's like one of our, it's like a style encore situation, but the store that I go to, you know, they all kind of make their own rules. If you take the cash, you don't make as much money. So when you do a trade-in and you get something from the store, you get an extra 25%. So I always try to get a couple things. And that day I really struggled to find anything. So I did pick up this MAVE top up for $4.99, which is a lot, but it sold for $15. So even after fees, after cost of goods, I still made $7.01. This Sundry, I don't know how you say it, pullover hoodie. This came in my very first Thread Up 200-pound rescue box that I got early last year. So it took a very long time to sell, but it was an extra small, and it sold for $29. This Chaser Grateful Dead tee was a retail arbitrage item that I picked up for $10, and it sold for $26. So I almost doubled my money, which for me, for retail arbitrage, is pretty good. This Max Jeans blue chambray top was a free to me item. So someone in my family just gave me a bag of things and said, hey, if you want this to sell, cool. So it sold for $12. These Madewell 11-inch high-rise skinny jeans in Maricopa wash. These jeans, I took a $25 offer after much consideration. I had them listed, I think, at $45. Maybe, yeah, I think that's right. But this particular style, they are going for $45 to $55. The reason I decided to take, like, I checked comps for a solid 10 minutes because I was going back and forth. But these came in a Thread Up denim rescue box, and so I had $1.04 into them, but they are size 25, which is a really small size. So I was like, you know what? I ended up taking the offer, took my $25 and ran. This is a Keith Haring for Uniloco, I don't know, that I picked up at a Goodwill a couple years ago for my own son. He wore it for an entire winter season and sold it for $15. All right, we're gonna head over to Kidizen. So over on Kidizen, I had a couple sales. This Cup-She bathing suit actually came in that Joe Mar swimsuit box. If you're new here, I'm not suggesting you buy anything from Joe Mar. And so I had 88 cents into it. It actually sold for $24. You'll see on Kidizen, you're gonna see I don't do free shipping, but when someone puts items in their cart, I send an offer. And so I sent them a 24 even offer. So like after fees and my cost of goods, I made a profit of $16.09. And I'm fairly certain I paid $22 for that entire box. So that box ended up being great because I really haven't, I think I've listed 2 things from it, and I saved, or I kept a couple for myself. I sent a couple into Thread Up. So that box actually was a pretty great deal, but I'm still never ordering from them again. Go back and watch my Joe Mar, I have a playlist if you're interested. All right, this Universal Thread white cotton dress came in a bulk.com order. It was new with tags, had $1.34 into it, sold for $26. These Cat and Jack outdoor boots. I actually picked these up at a Once Upon a Child for my own son. He wore them camping a few times, and so they were dirty. I listed them in play condition. I had to ship them in a padded flat rate, but they've covered the shipping. And where do I have that on here? Oh my goodness. They sold for 12 bucks plus shipping. So I was very happy with that because I know I did not pay that at Once Upon a Child. All right. This Old Navy Easter egg Raglan t-shirt I actually bought for my daughter on Kidizen back in 2020, and all the Easter egg hunts were canceled that year. So it got thrown in a bin and finally got listed, and it sold for someone else's little because mine has of course outgrown it. So I sold that to someone on Kidizen for $11.80. This was a bundle sale. This was a Chubbies, which is a great brand for men's swimwear, if you ever come across it, Chubbies. This was a women's tie front cotton Americana themed shirt. She bundled that with these vintage little golden books. The little golden books, I had $4.72 into them. The shirt, I had $4, so $8.72. And she paid $45, which left me with $31.58. And I was able to fit that in a padded flat rate. All right, over here on Mercari, I have this Disney Toy Story tee. This was my daughter's, and it sold for $12. Charlie's Project, you've probably heard me mention that already earlier in a haul video. It's a really great kids brand to look for. They're very slinky feeling dresses. And this is a Christmas dress, and it sold for $21 plus shipping on Mercari. Hannah Anderson, this dress, let's see. It was a retail arbitrage item that I picked up for $8, and it sold for $26. And I don't do free shipping on Mercari either. These, I kind of felt bad. So Mercari, does anybody else have this issue? I do most of my Mercari work on my phone. And when I'm looking through my listings, I have just over 800 listings. You can only scroll so far, and then it starts glitching. It shows you repeat items. So when the UPS SurePost became a thing, I tried to go through and change all of my items. I used to only do the priority mail labels. So you see, they paid $12 for USPS priority mail. I thought I caught them all, but I didn't, or it would have been the UPS rate. So anyway, they paid $16 for these shoes plus $12, and I listed them in fair condition. These, let's see, these actually came in one of those Jomar kids shoe boxes that was a disaster. So I had $3.42 into it. So I made a profit of $10.22, but I hope this item is actually still in transit. I mean, I took a ton of pictures. They were just worn, and they're white, and you know, so obviously they really like these shoes. All right, I sold this Mayoral. I don't often use stock photos, but I don't know why Mercari zooms in like that. This was my picture. It just looked a disaster. So I did find the stock photo, and this sold pretty quickly. Mayoral is a very expensive brand. Doesn't often hold the resale value unless the items are new with tags, in my experience. But this was a jumpsuit, and where are you? I picked this up on swap.com for $5.99, and it sold for $26. It was a little girl size 7'8". These Joyfully boots, I love them. They were a big kid size 5, really cute. I picked these up also from swap.com for $11.99, and they sold for $40 plus the 3-pound, $9.84 UPS shipping label. I don't do FedEx. I don't have one close to me that I can drop it off at, and I have had terrible experiences with the FedEx SurePost as a buyer and a seller. So no, if a buyer did reach out to me and say, hey, can you ship this, I would change it for them, but otherwise, no. I choose the UPS label every time on everything over 1 pound now. And my last sale that came in for the first week of April was this mini Boden. I wanted to keep this, but I'm like, you know what? Trying to make extra money this month. I increased my personal sales goal. This is mini Boden. It is just this cute little romper, not romper, what are these? Overalls. I had this listed, it sold in 24 hours. I knew it would sell quickly. I picked these up online on a little, just a random little website that I found. I paid $7.84 and they sold for $30. Plus they had to pay that $9.42 shipping because it was over a pound. Shipping rates are just going up and up, but that is what sold for me the first week of April. And I made a net profit of $529. So, and that was just these 3 platforms. We are crushing it on the marketplace sales. Not we, let me not take the credit from my husband. He has become every day now, it's who has the most packages to go out because most of these items from the pallets, he has also said shipping. So I have stayed clear of doing the Facebook Marketplace just because I'm only one person. I can only handle 3 platforms. I've got a couple things on eBay, but we'll see. So he has actually made like triple that. So I'm pretty sure he had like $1,000 sales week because we've also been selling some furniture and that kind of stuff, cleaning out a storage unit finally after living here for almost 2 years, but I digress. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope your second week of April goes amazing. And I am actually headed right now to go help my stepmom set up for a community yard sale. I don't know how to explain it. She's like part of this little club and all these people have been making donations, but I'm going to volunteer so that I can shop tonight because the sale doesn't happen until tomorrow. So it's a sourcing week for me. Lots of sourcing going on. I got a big sale I'm going to tomorrow. So I'm excited. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.